Still, steely, stilly, silty, slow river run, like a serpent, sloughing off its skin, swapping courses, slough and stream, merrily life is but a dream.
Report from the Planning Commission. Banners and balloons are banned, except if your opening is grand. Flags are allowed if the colors aren't loud, and they're followed by a full marching band. Report from the Planning Commission. On chickens we're boosters, but restrictions on roosters within the limits of the city. If you cackle and cluck or look like a duck, you're fair foul, so resolved by committee. But if you're free scratching, you'd better be hatching way out in some other zip code. So take our suggestion or you'll answer the question, why did the chicken cross the road? Each chicken coop must be kept clean of poop or else face removal or fine, and all of the pens for these celibate hens kept 5 feet from the property line. Report from the Planning Commission. Hold your invective while we deliberate on collective gardens for cannabis. Rein in your animus. It won't be grown near daycare or schools, abiding strictly according to rules. We're discussing medicinal use. It'll cure what ails you, never fails you, and no one jails you. So now we have no excuse not to introduce a zoned out zone where plants are grown, maybe even fill a hole in the ozone.
Report to the Commission. In England, the mail's delivered by appointment to the king. In America, we take a poll to determine everything. They had a revolution too, except it didn't stick, dismantling the palace of a duke in Basing brick by brick, some of which were used in fact to build the entire village. What now would be recycling back then was simply pillage. A vast pasture fringed by trees, the commons in Old Basing, where horses can be kept for free and cows in summer grazing. We had our commons too, stateside, except it didn't stick. The name remains the very same, developers often pick. Yizkor means remembrance. It is a prayer service that we conduct 4 times a year in the synagogue, in which to remember those who have gone before. Death watch for my mother. It is not a strange thing to die, but I cannot help but stare as she lies sprawled, her face a mask, her cheeks gaunt, her nose prominent, her breasts like empty sacks, a scar marking where once her life was spared. Yet in the end there is no escape. I have never before seen her breast spared, bottle-bred baby that I am. She plucks at the sheets, at her skin like Job. Our love has been at one remove, a continent or half the globe, but life and so much more was given, and I, the living, still receiving. Soon I know will come the grieving. Reduced not to dust, but to ashes. Now a week has gone, and she has passed. In the hotel ballroom they dance their dances, waltz and tango, slow and fast. You pays your money, you takes your chances, not seeing the number on our back, as it is judged who leaves the floor. Will she meet her mother in Roseland Palace? And if we span 80 or more, to drink to the dregs from a golden chalice.